The Towson University Tigers defeat New Hampshire by a score of 64-35 here in Durham. Towson finishes 6-2 in the CAA, and at worst, a tie as a co-champion, as right now they and New Hampshire tied at 6-2. Ron, the Tigers took care of business today, 660 yards of offense, but the defense really came through in the second half.
In the second half, yeah, but, like you said, the offense, and I said it earlier, man, this offensive line neutralized the defensive front. We were able to control the point of attack. When you can do that, you're going to win a lot of football games.
Towson got over 200 yards, 236 to be exact, from Terrence West. He scored a couple of touchdowns. Grant Enders threw for over 200 yards. He threw for 2 touchdowns. He rushed for 2 touchdowns as Towson had a lead of 30-28 at halftime, came out in the second half and just took it to New Hampshire. And what an effort by this team. 3 out of the last 4 weeks, they have beaten top 25 teams on the road.
You forgot one. Grant also caught his own pass. He had a catch of his own as well. You're exactly right, Spiro. It was a collective group effort here this afternoon by this Tiger football program. Hats off to the coaching staff for getting them prepared for this, and they knew what was at stake. They took care of business here today.
The Tigers, not only do they get 64 points, they did get a touchdown return by Brian Boateng on a fumble recovery. The Tigers also got a great performance from Dominique Booker, who scored a couple of touchdowns. Towson now has to sit and wait to see what the selection committee says. But here in New Hampshire, the final score, Ron, 64-35, third most points ever scored by a Tiger football team.
I know you said up there in the broadcast we scored more points than we did last year, the two teams together. But again, just a great effort here this afternoon. And I don't care if it was 1 point, but we came out with the win. But more importantly, we made a statement here this afternoon. Hopefully, the committee will take that in consideration as well.
For the Tigers, 99 combined points, most points scored between two schools in a Towson game. Third most points ever, 64. Third most yardage ever in a game, 660. From Durham, New Hampshire, again, the final score, it was Towson 64, New Hampshire 35. Spiro Morekas for Ron Meehan on the Towson Sports Network.